For my birthday this year, I would like to spend the day cleaning oil out of Annie's engine bay and worrying about whether or not she's about to die.
Boot, 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 bobbing along. Hi, we're Stuart and Emmie, and we're childfree after infertility. So we decided to change our life plans and moved on to a narrowboat. We're sharing our adventures here, and you're welcome to join us.
Right. Very quick. We were meant to be cruising all day today.
But the problem that we've discovered with our engine, where oil is coming out and sort of spraying over the engine and the top of the cover, is still happening.
Yeah, and I thought that since there was a marina just there with a boatyard, I'd go and have a word and see if I could get something to help siphon out some of the excess oil. And we were just over full, and our friend Hobbs said to take out some of that excess oil to bring us down to under full and try running in it. I went and had a chat with them and as well, and just thought I'd get a second opinion and see if one of them could come over. They said they could, and then unfortunately they can't, and they don't think get round to us until like next week.
And we're still worried because we've got our blacking booked near Nottingham, and there's this bridge. I'm not sure if we've really talked about it, but there's a bridge that's been hit by a lorry. It's currently open and safe to travel through, I think, but there might be people coming to really properly fix the bridge, and the navigation might close, and we really don't want to be trapped on the wrong side of the bridge. So we're quite concerned about just getting past that bridge as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But also we don't want to do anything that might be dangerous or might break our engine.
So I've taken a bit more of the excess oil out. Not a huge amount, like maybe 350 mils or something, but it's now, below the full marker. And I just spoke with a really lovely guy from Johnson Engineering, and I sort of went over some of the issues on the phone. And he was like, well, if you've taken a bit out, it probably is worth running your engine for a couple of hours or going for a little cruise and just seeing if you're still getting the problem. So that's what we're going to do. It's
braving a little cruise. It's
quarter to five already, so it probably won't be the biggest cruise in the world, but it probably wasn't going to be anyway.
And it's Bobson's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not important.
Oh, it's not the best birthday gift. An engine in trouble.
A breaking engine, yeah. So I'm covered in oil. It's everywhere, and we're going to have a little cruise.
And hopefully it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Like every cruise feels a bit scary.
Yeah. This section crossed over 3 different aqueducts. On canals you're kind of crossing aqueducts all the time, and most of the time you don't even realise it. But this was really nice and pretty.
I love cow parsley time. Towpath lace. At 40.
I guess we've never really looked at the oil pressure that much while cruising, because we've never had any problems with it, so we've kind of just ignored it a bit.
Whoops.
Well, there's a lot to learn about, isn't there, on boats and engines and all of these sorts of things.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I still have very little of a clue.
We're 2 years in, but we are still on a bit of a learning curve as well. And we have a slightly unusual engine.
Anyway, so far so good.
Well,
And what? I mean, we're running. We haven't set on fire or anything. So, yeah, not far until we're into Willington, and that's where we're hoping to stop for the night, and then we'll check the engine again properly.
It's not as bad.
It's not as bad. Oh, that's good news.
But
oh yeah.
Also,
really see it.
we did a lot less cruise.
That's true.
See,
it does
there
look
is a
less
bit of a
bad.
kink in that. Oh, it is less bad. But we did less cruise. Engine's looking a lot healthier today. We did a fairly short cruise last night. We did about 2.5 hours, but it does seem to be a lot cleaner this morning, and a lot cleaner when we looked at it last night. The back of the board, the board that goes on top of the engine, was like black after 3 hours cruising when we left Rugeley, and you can see the wood grain. That's positive. Same with the engine, where I'd wiped stuff away, it hasn't really built back up nearly as bad, particularly around the dipstick, which is where I think it was probably mostly coming from. It is oily, but it's a lot better than it could be, and it's always been a bit oily. It's always been quite an oily engine. Apparently Peugeots are quite notorious for being quite blowy, oily engines. So, yeah. And we're off. We know we're back on a wide canal because there's the traditional wide beam moored in front of a bridge.
Look, they're all in a line. Bye.
come here, Captain. We'll take care of you.
Oh, what are you doing? Hopefully we'll make it past the bridge today. It's Stu's birthday! He's not feeling very birthday-y, even though I made him pancakes.
They were really good pancakes.
We're out of narrow section now. Our next lock will be a wide one. We've started seeing wide beams again. Stu's a bit disgruntled because he hates going past wide beams.
I get why people have them, because I originally wanted them. And I do think they're probably a nice way to live, and they are limited on how far they can go. And I also don't think it's fair that they should have to pay them. But they're obnoxious and they should never have been invented.
So what? More babies! It's so wide and so beautiful. Feels really different, doesn't it, Stu?
Yeah, it really does. Like, we're going along really nicely. We haven't got it in that higher revs because of the oil thing, but we're moving along really nicely. It's lovely.
A little family of ducks up here on the right. Hey guys. Oh, one of them did the thing where it stood up and flapped its tiny wings. I think this is our first wide lock in over a year. Here we go.
forgot how big these things are.
Well, that was a really nice reintroduction to wide locks. It went like a dream.
Yeah, it was. I remembered how scary it is to be in a wide lock, but it was actually really
smooth.
Smooth.
It went smoothly.
Yeah, I don't want to say easy, but it was smooth.
Yeah.
There was.
We've just gone through Bridge 17. Hopefully we're not getting too much wind noise. I think the wind might be blowing a little. It's a lovely breeze here. Bridge 17 looks quite damaged, but Bridge 16 is the one I think was marked as damaged that was going to close. So one more bridge to go through hopefully, and then we can stop worrying about the bridges. Here we come. Dodgy Bridge 16 that was hit by some kind of large vehicle and is a bit crumbly. Looks like it's closed for road traffic, but we're going through. Thank goodness.
They don't know what actually hit the bridge, but they think it was a heavy goods vehicle that shouldn't have been traversing it. It actually caused £100,000 worth of damage, which, even though this is a road going over it, the Canal and River Trust had to foot the bill, which always seems a little bit off.
Woohoo! No, sorry, we hit a stick as we were going through, and I was suddenly like, the rubble!
What a relief to be past that obstruction, potential obstruction. And I mean, we're not there yet, but hopefully we should be fine to get to Red Hill Marina for our boat blacking. Thank you, Narrowboat Luna Betty, for contacting us to make sure we got past that bridge.
This is actually a really nice spot.
Lovely spot. I've cooked a little picky lunch, and Stu wants to watch The Mummy because Francis gave us The Mummy on DVD, but we're struggling to get our TV to work. We hardly ever use it, so we might not be watching it. The DVD player won't work, but never mind. Time for the traditional birthday walk to Aldi. I want to get Stu a cake, and I can't make one because our oven's setting off the carbon monoxide alarm, which we suspect is because we have not been very good about cleaning the oven and it's probably full of crumbs.
Hooray! This is the Derby Arm. Yeah. This, what we're standing on, is the bridge over the old Derby Arm.
The Derby Canal started here in Swarkston, ran all the way through the centre of Derby to Sandacre on the Erewash Canal. Unfortunately, it fell into disrepair in the 1960s and much of it was closed and filled in.
You can see the shape of the trench, but you might not know it was a canal once if you didn't know it was here, marked on, if you know what I mean.
It didn't occur to me till you said it.
Yeah.
You can see the boats through the bridge.
We found this lovely little path. It's actually just below an overpass, which you can hear. You can't see it. A bit like the birds. Listen to that bird song. You can hear them, but you can't see them.
What a good egg. He's done some birthday litter picking.
Yeah.
And there's a handy bin, I see it. We're back from Aldi. We forgot to film once we got out of the nice bit, and the rest of it wasn't interesting anyway. But look, Stu's got Cuthbert. Cuthbert Cuthbert caused a drama a few years ago, didn't he, Stu?
Did he?
Yeah, M&S invented caterpillar cakes, as I understand it, Colin the Caterpillar, and Aldi made a fake. I mean, loads of shops have a fake Colin, but I think Aldi crossed a line somewhere with Cuthbert because the branding was too similar, and M&S sued Aldi. I think.
Oh, I seem to recall.
Or I'm completely making that up.
They tried to. I don't think they successfully.
Oh, did Aldi win? Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt the celebrations, but we thought we'd better look this up. So what actually happened was the case got stuck for a bit, and then eventually it got settled out of court, and neither side would say how they settled it. Cuthbert came back unchanged, and everybody got on with their lives. So, yay, Cuthbert!
Hey, anyway, we've got Cuthbert.
Barbecue time!
I would feed you, but I don't know what you're allowed to be, so I'm not doing
This is another boater's dog. We didn't feed her anything, but as I was trying to keep her away from the barbecue so she wouldn't hurt herself, she kept licking my fingers. Don't worry, I did go and wash them once she was gone.
Worth the wait.
Good belly.
Watching the mayflies. Oh yeah. More mayflies. They might be too far away to show up.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think I can see them on the camera. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bobson. Happy birthday to you. Turns out we have no candles.
No, still, since your birthday, because I did the same thing.
What are you doing? Stop.
Sniffing him like a cigar. Thank you all so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed this joyful little video as much as we've enjoyed editing it and putting it together. Really has been nice looking back on this week and just seeing that even though things were going wrong, we were having a lovely time. A massive, massive thank you to Cora, the Buy Me a Coffee donations. It really is appreciated. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Right.
It's better that way around.